Hey guys, welcome to Brick Hug. Today I'm going to review the Marvel Legends Apocalypse Sabretooth. As always, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below to let me know what you think, and subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell for more content just like this. Also, check out our Instagram. So, I kind of skipped over some of the remaining Age of Apocalypse characters, and I had planned on skipping this one too, just because these figures have been out for some time, but when I opened up the package, I realized, holy cow, this is an amazing figure, and it has a lot of accessories, and it's the last piece of my Age of Apocalypse Colossus figure, in that it is the head, which is probably the most important piece. But you really don't see too much in the packaging here, but when you open it up, you can see inside there are accessories for both the Colossus head and the alternate heads of this Sabretooth. So before I had mentioned that this figure comes with a lot of stuff, but on the right here you have Colossus with the, I guess, I don't know, the straps or the sashes that basically hang off the back of his head. He has an alternate hand that are closed fists, whereas his regular hands are kind of just, as I don't know, it looks like maybe they could grab something. But he also comes with two of these ponytails. I did put one on the back of it, and you know, with his alternate expression, basically you just plug it into the back of the head just like that, and it can turn around. But I do like the fact that they included this thing, and you can just turn it to the side to maybe give his head a little bit more mobility. And speaking of mobility, he is pretty well articulated, and I cannot stress enough just how excited I am just pulling this thing out of the box. I had kind of gotten tired of reviewing the Age of Apocalypse characters, so I had sort of made a decision just to stop the remaining and just skip straight to Colossus. But when I pulled this one out of the tray, I just knew this one had to be done. Now, I said he does have a lot of articulation, but because of the fact that he can turn his ponytail, he can turn his head up really far up and really far down, which is actually pretty strange. I wasn't expecting that at all. I would have thought the ponytails were fixed in place. The arms can go up this high. They have bicep swivel. Unfortunately, just one joint in the elbow, so it doesn't bend too much. And of course, the wrist swivel like that, and you can bend them a little bit that way, but more this way. I guess you probably could go more, but I don't think I could do that without really digging into the plastic there. Now, he is able to get a pretty good ab crunch there and a pretty decent torso bend backwards. He has torso swivel. He has this loose kind of belt sort of thing here, and I know it's plastic or rubber, but it feels kind of like real leather, which is kind of cool, not super important. His legs don't come out too far. It's about 90. He has thigh swivel. He does have double jointed knees, but because of the boot, he isn't able to get much further than this. And he, of course, has the ankle pivot, and his feet go back that far and that far forward. But I just like the fact that for the same price as the other figures, he came with so many more accessories. Like these hands, his right hands have these, I don't know what you would call these, this sort of armor that goes on the back of his gloves, whereas his left hands, they don't. They're just plain brown plastic. And you know, looking at the shape of his hands, or his regular hands, it looks like they're sort of shaped like trigger finger hands, but I think at least this hand has to be exclusive to this figure. There's no other character that has reused that before. I do think it's a little bit disappointing that his shoulders here aren't on a butterfly swivel so that they can go really far forward or really far back, but the accessories more than make up for that. Now, his regular head sculpt is pretty good, but I think this one is even better, and I wish I had a wild child so I can pose them together. The eyes on this guy, it just looks so good, and it has a bit of a metallic sheen on it, and the teeth are a little bit yellow, and I don't know, it just makes him look really aggressive. And just like the other figure, you can turn the hair up to the side, down, and to the other side. and I really appreciated that about this figure. Now for the Colossus, I already showed you he has the same sort of situation where he has the sash that hangs off the back of the head, and this is actually, I don't know, I thought this might be easier to do, but it is definitely not. So I'm gonna try to be gentle here. I may actually have to heat that up. That is actually pretty tough, but otherwise, this is a pretty good Age of Apocalypse Colossus. He's very, very angry. I think it would have been nice to have one more alternate head for the Colossus because as is, he only has 2 alternate fists, but still looks pretty cool. So I was able to get the sash on the back of his head, and it was a little bit tough at first, but if you just push in on the middle there, it's able to get in, and man, this is such a cool head. I cannot wait to put this whole figure together. But anyways, that is it for this review. This Sabretooth is really awesome for $22.99, which I think is pretty standard for Marvel Legends figures. I think you get a little bit more than the regular figures in the wave. Next to the Iceman, this is definitely my favorite. I thought the Iceman was a pretty clear winner, and I still do think it's number 1, but this is definitely a close second, and I highly recommend picking up this figure if you can find one at your local stores. And if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below to let me know what you think, and subscribe to this channel, hitting that notification bell for more content just like this. Thanks guys, bye.